right, Shalom, Akim, Zahar Spirit, we in Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp, giving our honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Al-Shai, by Hashem Ruach. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and blessings as well as health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today I want to go into something entitled Many Jerusalems in America, man, or Many Jerusalems in Babylon. Yeah, Many Jerusalems in Babylon. As it says in Isaiah, I believe it's the 19th chapter, that Yahweh will set up altars in Egypt. Right, what are these altars in Egypt? The altar in Egypt are these camps. Every camp is an altar. And we're offering up sacrifices to Yahweh Shai when we confess his name in the highways and the byways. When we preach his gospel, that's a sacrifice. It's like a little temple, little brick-made temple in which you offer up, say, a lamb. All right? All right, and we're offering up ourselves as a sacrifice. When we come together, as it says in Ephesians, we're each of us is a lively stone, fitly framed together, because each camp is a small altar in Egypt, man. And furthermore, when you stop by the camps, you're spiritually, all right, touring Jerusalem. So if you were a passerby, and the moment you walk into a camp, all right, where brothers are teaching in the name of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, it's like you've teleported to Jerusalem, man. We are Jerusalem. It's a people before it's a place. That's why I entitled this lesson, Many Jerusalems within Babylon, man. All right, little Jerusalems, man. All right, because each brother he's like a Jerusalem within itself. An example of that is when you see Elam or people from other countries migrate to America, or come to America, all right, and they maintain their customs. When you walk into their house, it's as though you walk into their country, all right? When you walk into their house, it's as though you walk into their country, man, all right? When you walk into the store, it's as though you teleported into their country, all right? So when you come to the brotherhood, say for brothers who've been watching the videos and you've been standing outside on the other side, all right, now the Most High open the door to where you come into the fold, spirit willing, you've entered into Jerusalem, man, all right? So when it tells you that they that are of Yahweh are a new creature, you have to remember that was said, all right, to Israelite converts, all right? Israelite converts who were dispersed, all right, into different lands, and they were acculturated into the different customs of the heathen. So when you came back into the fold as being an Israelite, all right, and connected back to your line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, it's like you've converted back to who you are. You've converted back to a Hebrew, as opposed to a Grecian, as opposed to a Roman, as opposed to a Hamite. Because in Acts, the 2nd chapter, there were Israelite converts from all over the known world. The Arabs in Arabia, Greece, all those things, all those places, man. All right, so we come together and somebody comes into the camp or they visit the camp, they visited Jerusalem, man. All right? We are a world within ourselves. That's why brothers, you know, they're into the stones, all right? They're into the incense. All right, they pray, they fast. All right, that's something that we did in our homeland, in the old country, as the Italians would say. I believe that's what they say, you know, based on the mafia movies, you know, LOL. But the point is, all right, back in the homeland, the old country, all right, that's what it was about, man. That's why brothers have hospitality and love towards one another, because that's the way of our forefathers, man. That's why you might go to a brother's house and you take your shoes off. That's the way of our forefathers, man. All right? You, like I said, brothers got incense. Some brothers like myself are into plants. All right, brothers might have an aquarium. All right, but that's just the world of Jerusalem, man. Those palm trees. All right? So when you enter a brother's a space, you've entered Jerusalem, man. When you around a brother. All right, let's say I'm talking to somebody in the world, and you run across a brother in Great Millstone. Well, you're really talking to a Jew. Now, genetically, you're a Jew by bloodline, but you're talking to someone who's culturally, all right, meaning they practice the customs of their forefathers, all right? So, what the Most High is doing is like a spiritual counselor. It's like a righteous counselor. These little sanctuaries in America, all right, the 144,000 embodied in these sanctuaries is like a counselor popping up in the body of America. And it's the counselor, if you look on a microscope, it's little Jerusalems all within this country. It's little Jerusalems, man. And they're spreading. They're spreading, man. All right? They're proliferating, man. They're proliferating, man. And they're spreading, and it's consuming Babylon. The way of the East is starting to consume Babylon. And within those altars, just like the temple back in the ancient world, it's the spirit of Yahweh. As it says in 1 Corinthians 3:16, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and the spirit of Yahweh rested in you? So within these camps is the spirit and energy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. It's literally the presence within the camps of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. And all throughout the planet Earth are altars being planted in Esau's kingdom, all right? And within those altars is the presence and energy of the spirit of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai in those altars, in those spiritual altars. And they're spreading, and what was happening is consuming Babylon. It's consuming Babylon. As it says in 2 Thessalonians, I will consume them with the spirit of my mouth and the brightness of my coming, roughly paraphrasing. What's the spirit of his mouth? The word. What did Yahweh say? What did Yahweh Shai say? Behold, I come in the volume of a book. So when we preach this word, we spread this word, we're promoting and we're spreading Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. And there's the energy of an Eastern man, all right? There's the energy of an Eastern man filling the planet Earth. All right? And that Eastern man, pursuant to Isaiah 46, is Yahweh Shai. And that's why now our people are starting to be inquisitive about who we are. Our people are going back to the ways of their forefathers, man. Because the Hamitic way didn't work. You know, following Kemet, you know, to a certain extent, you might unplug from the Western way, but it still didn't route you back to your forefathers. It rerouted you back to Ham. That's not your father. You showed up at another dude's house, man. Nah, it tells you in Jeremiah 6, turn you to the old paths, man. You gotta get rerouted. Tell that GPS, your spiritual GPS, to reroute you back to the homeland, Jerusalem, not to Kemet. All right, that is what it is. But the Most High is consuming Babylon with spiritual counselors. All right, saturating the Western world, mainly America, are in those spiritual counselors. You look on a spiritual microscope, it's little Jerusalems being planted all throughout the planet Earth, man. All right, prepare, all right, for the kingdom, man. The kingdom is at hand. With that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. To the next time, Shalom.